So oftentimes I will go on some slight adventures as part of the Dodge Viper Club of Pennsylvania, West Virginia. And rather than drag out a camera and do a whole bunch of recording and try to put together some video, I often will just do a whole bunch of Instagram story clips. You can follow me on Instagram at Platinum Grill here. And it started to dawn on me that after a few days of doing this, I feel like it's kind of entertaining, but then there's a whole lot to watch. So I thought, what if I shot them in landscape format instead of in portrait, and then save them all, and then at the end of it, I just can stitch them into one giant video clip and then post it on YouTube. That way the stories don't get lost. And then often I will be recording a story versus taking standard photographs. So for a whole event like this video here that you're about to watch may be all I have. So it's just going to be a stream of clips, sort of one after another, as if you were watching my Instagram, but of course in landscape format. So very little other editing. So it might be a little bit choppy, but at least it's something to do. And gee whiz, it's long enough for a 3-day event. So thanks for tuning in. Hopefully, if you make it all the way to the end, there are some stats of like what it cost and then how many miles I drove and fuel economy, all that kind of jazz at the end. So and without further ado, here's the Amelia Island Contour trip from Pennsylvania to Florida over the March 9th-ish of 2019. So tonight, around 7 o'clock, I'm leaving the house, going to pick up a buddy, and we're going to drive almost 900 miles to Georgia for the Amelia Island Concours d'Elegance this weekend. Join us. But let's talk first about this bag of coffee. I found this bag of coffee back here in this supply room. It was just sitting on those boxes, and so I'm decided to make it. And then yesterday, some jamoke wrote this on it. Well, it's time to get packed up and leave here in a little bit. Hopefully this bag can fit all I need until Sunday. There we are. Let's roll. Well, time to roll. Turn signals on. Sorry. There we go. Phew! It's cold out. 19 degrees. 37 miles left to pick up Eric. Doing all right. Might have a low tire. Might have to add a little bit of air. We'll see. Stopped at this gas station. I'm going to throw 6 psi air in this front tire here. It's running just lower than the rest, but it's staying steady. I must just forgot to top them off before I came. So, yeehaw. Holy crap, it's cold out. Forget this, man. It better be warmer in Florida. Florida, prepare yourselves. Eric's here. He's completely in the dark. You can't see him. We got 801 miles to go. It's gonna be awesome. Gas to Sunoco, wherever we are, maybe somewhere in Virginia. I don't know. Eric's gonna take a turn driving. My back hurts because I'm too fat. Only 636 miles to go. 26 degrees out. Eric's at the wheel. I'm eating jerky because that's how we roll. Set the suspension to race mode because we kept banging the diffuser. Now it's incredibly stiff and we're just bouncing and shaking like Parkinson's people. Stopping for gas at the old Kenley 95 in North Carolina. We're about halfway there. Oh, holy crap. This place is huge. Look at this. Oh, America. Look at this. We're gonna set up our own autocross in the parking lot. What? Rest stop, because I gotta pee super bad. I drank a huge cup of coffee and a 5-hour energy, and I'm dying. Still below freezing outside, somewhere in South Carolina. Stop to pee again and get one more tank of gas. This should take us all the way to Kingsland. Oop. Fuel door. Eric's inside farting around, getting a cold drink or a snack or something. Let's hope I don't have to pee anymore. I guess I should have had dinner and not just a cup of coffee and a 5-hour energy. Paying for that, you know what I'm saying? Just took a nap. It felt like 5 hours, but it was actually about 1 hour. Where the hell are we? Stopping at a rest stop again so I can pee again. I'm telling you, 5-hour energy doesn't keep me awake, but it damn sure makes me have to pee. 36 miles to the hotel. Eric's taking us home. Whew, what a slog. Check-in's not till 3, so we're gonna be hobos all day. Made it to the hotel. 8:33 in the morning. Fuel station there. Nice IHOP across the street, and the world's ugliest Ford Ranger. Get over. Now we are searching for a self-serve or touchless automatic car wash. Car wash for Warsh and the Quirge. 46 degrees Fahrenheit. It's summer. Found a nice credit card accepting car wash with a vacuum and a muddy mess in that one. And this poor guy drying. So we're a little early and the rooms aren't ready yet, but we met a really nice man in his old air-cooled Porsche. So now we're gonna hang out and probably go eat some Waffle House or something because we're all dying. Taking a video, you know. Oh. Rock it. Take it to the rock harder. Yeah. I might not get out of here. Please brake, please brake, please brake, please brake. Is that a 3D video? Back at the hotel now. I'm laying in the grass like a weirdo because our rooms still weren't ready, and she's gonna check on it. Do something. It's tiring. Having a detailing party. It better not rain or drive through a sprinkler wash or something stupid tonight, or I'm going to be very, very upset. Alright, detailing party is just about over. Took the wheels off to clean them because that's how we roll. Looking styling. Now it better not rain or we better not find any water or dust. So it looks like dinner plans fell through because traffic sucks. So we're just sitting here drinking beers. We finished the detailing party, and now there's just nothing to do but slum, because this is Georgia, and that's what everybody does. So they got beer right over there. Messed up. Who that dude? Yeah, that's another big one. That is still not working. Still not working. And now here we are with an awesome 1968 Porsche 911. Amazing. Follow the Art Institute and some friendly strangers. And well, here we are. I think everyone's probably sunburnt. Eric's showering. We'll have our little agenda here today, and we got to be out of this hotel at 7 a.m. to make it to this breakfast appointment by 7:30. Nah, looks perfect. You don't need no haircut. Come on now. You know you'd kill for this. All of this. Nice little budget in thing. Except for there's no Kleenex in here, and man, do I have to blow my nose. Eric needs to hurry up so I can get some toilet paper. Ta-da! Who dat? Oh, that's the guy with the Viper armed alarm. Don't worry, man. No one's going to break into your old Mercedes. 2 lessons learned here. Eric showed me that there's Kleenex actually right there. And come on now. Look at this. We shop at the same store. The same Colgate Advanced Whitening toothpaste. Get yours while supplies last. Morning. Man, that was weird. As soon as we crossed into Florida, palm trees as far as the eye can see, except for over there. And we lost Mike. They're back there someplace. And stuck in traffic in the world's most constructed upon roadway for like the last umpty-ump miles of this thing to this restaurant. Florida, get your shit together. And here's some sort of bridge that goes over some kind of water body. Over there, look at that. It's like water and stuff. This car's too low. Nothing like showing up last to a party.
Well, I don't see Roy's drinking purple. I know him. I know Brian.
Shrimp and grits. That's what we're getting, shrimp and grits. Look. Oh yeah. It shakes. I can't believe I ate the whole thing. Is that a coolant leak? What's going on with that? Look at that. Just waiting for the cruise to start. Up to the old Naval Yard submarine base thing. Cruising down South Fletcher Avenue. There's the beach right there. The Atlantic Ocean. And all these multi-million-dollar houses. Cool. Look at that. They're letting us kind of sort of on the naval base. And a submarine is grounded here at the naval base now. They gave Roy Soberg, the old Viper chief engineer, a nice honorary submarine plaque thing. Tom Gale's here too, the old designer of the first Viper. Now, now, taking pictures of the owners. There's Brian. There's Roy. Look at that cool sub. Going to lunch. Let's go. I just park a mile away from everybody else, and that way I don't have to go pull in the dirt or spot jockey. So you gotta lead by example, y'all.
Wrong force. Is this what do they call the patch here?
So that's a patch of the battle flag for what they did. So what you're seeing in here, the top four, the rising sun flag was a worship that they took out. The mayors and councilmen of all the police. Anyway, once a year we have twice a year, we Savannah meet in Atlanta. So that lady, her name escaped me at the moment, but she was on city council there in Beach. Her name escaped me. I see her face. Yes, exactly.
Island National Seashore, nowhere to go, no things to do. Check it out. Find a fun thing to do today and figure out how to get there on your own, you jabroni. Look at this. Pay attention to boundaries. A few places are just simply off limits. Well, 9 people have voted for the haircut poll. 3 said yes, 6 said no. I'm on the fence. We're just going to find a barbershop out here, but maybe we're not so sure. I don't know. Yeah. See, that explains a lot. Check this place out. This place is awesome. Well, one of us made it back to the hotel. We're just kind of hanging out, and we've got 2.5 more hours to get to the next meal, because that's all we do is sit there and eat. So hanging out. We're all united now. Some of the guys at the fire department stopped by and wanted me to fire up and rev the car for them. That was pretty cool. Now we're just all hanging out till the next dinner. Dinner, and look at this awesome Volkswagen Vanagon. We love the Vanagons. Sure is nice that you spend half the day cleaning a car only for your dinner spot to be down a dirt road. Dude, rule number 1 for car shows: never a dirt road, ever. Like, seriously. At the Down Under restaurant, which is down underneath that road thing there. It's gonna start getting cold, so it's hoodie weather down this dirty, sandy, disgusting road. It's awesome. What? We do? Okay. Well, come inside then. Back to the car wash. Have the tank top off. Just rinse the car off again. It didn't do such a bad job. A lot of mud in the bay though. Clean up, people. Back to the hotel now. Yeah, probably everyone's tuckered out. We have to get up at like 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. Or earlier, in fact, to get on our way. So I don't know. Might not be anything going on tonight.
Awake again. It's Amelia Island Day. We're getting ready to get going. And I didn't get a haircut. What do you think of that?
Alright, we're ready to roll. Look at that over there. Mike is narrating his own video with a different camera. I think he's going to put it on YouTube. My hair looks okay for now, but no. I don't know what to do. Help. Send help. A few of us are here, staging up at the airport, or an airport.
And we're the first because we have no idea where anybody else is. So we're just going to post up on this road and hope that they find us, I guess. Doing some staging up, and they made these nice signs that we wrote a little thing there. And
No, I'm just built. Yeah, it's an innate motion.
a couple of the Autoform wide body Gen 4 cars. A little pricey, but they look awesome. It's real wide. Oh no, the sprinklers are on. I hope they turn these ones off. Wouldn't that be cool? Found some Morgans and some Mustangs. Gonna be a lot of walking today. I'm already tired. And didn't bring a chair. Cold water, yo. Yep. You had to come to the beach, didn't you? And you had to get in the cold water, didn't you? Because that's better than ours. That was cold. Whatever, dude. So that's the Ritz Carlton right there. And there's cars kind of everywhere, but like, we'll get there in a minute. All those tents and stuff. Beers are only $5. There's my GoPro. You'll be able to watch this in VR later on.
$40,000 kind of donor car. And, to see what he did. I'm going to let him explain, what he did to create a system.
Look at you, you little shit.
Really,
Mooching. Here's my membership card. That gets me in, right? And look at the line of the cash bar immediately. I'm just going to cut right in front.
Your view is
Still
the
here.
airport, highway,
Ralph.
office
Jake. A lot of highfalutin people here. Might be rolling out to dinner. It's hard to say. How's my face? Red?
Yeah,
It's red.
you have,
Dude, why didn't anybody tell me I was getting red as balls? Look at this. Look like a jamoke. And this hair can't be stopped. I'm about to roll out. Might go to another dinner. Oh, seriously. Everyone's leaving. They're setting up for the Concours tomorrow. There's a pretty sweet red Carrera GT I'll throw up a picture of. It's more sun. I'm going into the shade over here. I need some aloe stat.
That's an entrance. Thank you. Now, Paul, I'm just a little disappointed in that. I was expecting more.
And we're back to the hotel. I completely forgot to do anything after the awesome F40 and the Senna came out. We went to the same barbecue place again and just got some food stuffs and made some new friends. So now we're back at the hotel and we're gonna bust out early tomorrow morning. And one more thing, over in the raceway over here that we're gonna head to in a minute, they've got crocks of hot boiled peanuts in the shell, and we have no idea what to do with them, so I'm gonna go buy some and experiment. So if you live down south and you know what to do with hot nuts, please comment, like, subscribe, share, and don't forget my Patreon, and click that notification bell. It's time for some more science. Heading over to see what the nut situation is. They had like warm crocks of these things ready to roll. You might just ladle yourself out a cup of hot nuts. I don't know how to eat them, but we're gonna try it out. Oop. Now you're snacking. We're gonna get the small size, and we're gonna try the Cajun. Just go big or go home. Ooh, it is a strainer. Look, it's just gonna be boiled water. Let's try it. Well, the nice lady inside said the soft ones you can just pop them in your mouth and eat the whole thing, shell and all. Otherwise, she said you just sort of pinch them, suck the juice out, and then you sort of shell them like a sunflower seed, and then you just spit the shells out. All right, we're trying them. Jake.
What's that?
Jake, do you want some of my nuts?
Oh, yeah.
Get your hand in there. Here, we're trying it. All right, here we go. It's like a sunflower seed, but huge and mushy. And
Like, I was cool. To me, that was perfect. Like, I'd rather hang out with a girl and then leave it at that.
Yeah, I'd rather.
I mean,
do it. Back in the hotel room, the hot nuts was kind of a failure. The flavor was okay, but it was just too impractical. The nuts being boiled, they would kind of fall apart. They were too soft, you couldn't pick them apart like standard peanuts in the shell. So the fact that they sold these in a gas station implied that like you could eat them on the road, but you really couldn't eat them on the road because what are you gonna do? You just need way more hands than that, and you just like it was just the most annoying shit, and like it was could. Well, this is it. Look at that face. Getting ready to roll out. Eric's showering. I'm showered. Gonna pack up and head back home. So thanks, Georgia. Update on the boiled nuts. I'm not sold. The fact that they sell them at a gas station means you can eat them while driving, and that is a terrible idea, Georgia, because you need a bunch of napkins and a place to spit the shells. Like, they're disgusting, really. Also, update, the older I get, the less I want to work putting shoes on. These are just Crocs, but because they have a heel, they're annoying. I just need something that I can slip on and then shuffle around in, you know?
Morning.
Third update, Amelia Island gave me this really nice old man hat. Look, it's like one of those really short ones, so now you can just like, I can just set it up there and I can walk around critiquing other people's European imports.
Happy to see me. Oh man. Smells like I just shit my pants.
What? I'm trying to be weird. Well guys, it's about time to go. Matt, it was nice to meet you. Seriously. And as a parting gift, remember the Alamo. 882 miles to go. Thanks, Georgia. It was a hoot and a holler, but it's time we get back home. 785 miles to go. 16.2 mpg average. A nice, gorgeous, pretty day outside. Nice for a drive. Hey, South Carolina. So long, Georgia. Thanks for all the boiled nuts. Fix the sign, though. Come on. Come on now. Stopping to get some gas. And BP, you guys need to not make the gasoline handles green to match your logo. Green is for diesel. Don't you know anything? Everything's green. Look, the diesel's black. Eric's gonna take a turn at the wheel. I'm eating a different kind of nut. And Mike's inside taking a dump. Everybody does it. You know what I'm saying? Lake Marion over on our right. With a foam poles in the middle of it. Pretty cool.
670 miles to go.
We really need to stop, but people had to pee. So we stopped in this ghetto instead of across the thing at south of the border to see our buddy Pedro and the giant sombrero. Made it to Pedro's after all. Look at that big hat. And there's Chad over there somewhere. We're gonna find some tacos to eat because that's appropriate. America. This place is really cool. It looks like it really would have been the bee's knees maybe back in the 60s, but there's just not enough traffic and money to keep it afloat. So it's kind of run down. It's like old Vegas. You definitely have to come by. And this place has got everything. Man. Detectors in Virginia. In Virginia now, and I just want to point out with Eric behind the wheel, 20.1 miles per gallon average over this whole trip. That's a record for this car. I think Eric has the Midas touch, or we found some magical fuel somewhere. Looks like one last fuel stop should do it. Still about 5 hours out though. And there's a nice 40-minute traffic delay, so there's a little reroute we're going to attempt here in Virginia. Almost there. Well, you just trade one kind of traffic for another kind of traffic, but at least you get to see what's going on with the locals. What up? What up? What up? And there's Quantico. And that's all I have to say about that. Probably don't want to visit there unless you're working there. "87 miles left till Eric's done with us, and we decided we're going to try to break 20.5 miles per gallon average fuel economy for this trip. So we're going nice and legal. Well, we missed a sign, but we're back in Pennsylvania at the southernmost end on Highway 15. We're heading north. Only at 19.8 miles to the gallon. A few more hours. Well, we're dropping Eric off. Eric, thanks for coming. Thanks for driving. Make sure you have all your stuff.
Thanks for having me along.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, another hour and a half and I'm home. So I don't think the 20 mile per gallon average is going to work out. It's just hillier in Pennsylvania. with all these ups and downs, and I might have a heavier foot than Eric does. So we're down to 19.3, and that might be about as good as I can get. So we'll see. 73 miles to go. So my friend Jessica corrected me via a message that that building I tagged as the FBI. She says that I'm an idiot and that's actually a Marine Corps museum. So the FBI building is somewhere around there, but that's totally not it. Another contributor to the poor fuel mileage, 19.2, is that Highway 15 north pretty much parallels part of the Susquehanna River the entire way, and the river flows the opposite direction. So clearly it's all uphill. Can't see a whole lot. It's pretty foggy outside. Yay! There's the sprawling metropolis of Williamsport, Pennsylvania, just down the hill there. And then some neighboring towns, whatever that is, south of. And my favorite place in the world, a post-event tradition. Despite it being 34 degrees Fahrenheit outside, the car wash never closes for me.
Well, you've made it to the end of the video, and I'm just sort of trying to tidy up the editing part. Thanks for watching the whole thing. This is the first one of these that there is. And like, honestly, if you made it this far, and if you didn't, you wouldn't be watching it, throw up a comment or something like that. I mean, in me watching it and me editing it, there's always a ton of stuff that like, oh man, I really should have caught that part. I really should have made that note. I really should have done something, and I just didn't. Like, the footage is, there's no more footage. This is all that there is. And I've got a couple thoughts, but let me know if you, like, for the next one, if you even give a crap. If you want to see other things, or like, should I have posted more locations? These are the raw video clips that would have been posted to Instagram. Often on Instagram, I would tag the local temperature, or the local time, or the local location. I've edited, or I've used a different clip than those for this video that you just watched. So all of that information is gone. Should that be back? Were you curious of where I was? Or what the temperature was. I just thought that, like, that would be fun on Instagram, but like not really a thing on YouTube. And also, since I'm filming this in selfie mode, I'm actually filming this on my cell phone right now. The image is reversed, so text will show up backwards when you watch it. But for the YouTube thing, I use the uncut or the untagged clips, because I will flip the image. So then if I'm like, for instance, I was wearing that Forge Line hoodie, so the text will show up straight for the viewer later on. So that's why I primarily did that. So yeah, just let me know your thoughts since you bothered to watch this whole thing and you're watching this now. So a couple just little stats. I was going to throw some photos, but I'll just do it in a video instead. I kept track of how much money I spent on the whole thing, and for the entire event, including hotel, meals, beer, gas, and the cost of registration, I spent $1,090.27. Yes, my Christmas tree is still up. And then over the whole course of the whole trip, I reset the trip meter in the car. Eric and I drove 1,909.4 miles. We averaged 55 miles an hour, and the car was running. Now, this is ignition on. We didn't turn the ignition on if the car was running very often, so only a couple of seconds for that. But the car was running for 34 hours, 39 minutes, and 25 seconds. And for the whole trip, I reset the fuel economy counter, whatever you want to say, when I left the house. It was 19.1 miles per gallon that we averaged over the entire 2,000-mile trip. So those are the stats I promised. Yeehaw, I hope that was worth you waiting. And again, thanks for watching if you made it this far. And if you didn't, well, then I don't need to worry about it because you didn't watch this. So probably just my parents at this point. But yeah, just let me know some feedback if this was entertaining at all, if you'd just like to have it on and hear me talk. And I suppose I look forward to the next one. I don't know. Thanks.